Hey everyone, welcome to today's monthly webinar. We're going to get started here. So today's webinar is simplifying payments with PayPal. Um, and I'm just going to run through my slides here, and then I'm going to pass it on over to Valerie and Frank. Our featured sponsor for the month is Great Plains Communication. And then our featured member is Market 23. They've been a member with us since 2020. And then if you wouldn't mind, I'll send this in the chat a little bit later, but if you would like to scan the QR code, our Nebraska DED, NBDC, and SourceLink Nebraska are just wanting to see if entrepreneurs can take a part in this entrepreneurship survey. And so if you'd like to help them out, it's a quick 5-minute survey. Super easy, quick questions to answer. And so I encourage you to take part in that. And then I do like to always mention in our trainings, we are Grow with Google partner. And so if you do have any Google questions, always feel free to reach out to us. And then we do have some upcoming trainings to end out the year. So December 10th, this one is hosted by MasterCard. We have Accounting 101 for small businesses. And then December 17th, we're doing Intro to Google AI. And so highly encourage you to check those out under our upcoming trainings tab. And you can also scan this QR code here and stay up to date on all the trainings happening at Grow Nebraska. And I'll send that link in the chat later as well. And then my I do host open office hours for our members as well as our prospective members as well. And so if you'd like to take advantage of those, they happen every Tuesday at 11 or Thursdays at 3. You do have to sign up for me to hop on. And then I always like to put in a plug. If you'd like to follow us on social media, it just allows you to stay up to date on all things happening with our Nebraska businesses throughout the state. There's always great things happening with businesses here in Nebraska. And so we do always like to repost and celebrate those wins with the business. And I'm going to kind of get into who is Grow Nebraska. And so we are a nonprofit educational foundation. And so, kind of the motto we have is we're building Nebraska businesses one entrepreneur at a time. And so, our goal is to help small businesses in anywhere in Nebraska be able to make a sustainable living. And so, the main thing about that is we're focusing a lot on the online promotion and awareness. And so, kind of as an added benefit of that, we do have retail access as well, but a lot of our main focus is the training and education on the marketing sense. There's a lot of free tools businesses can use to help market their business um, throughout the United States. Um, and then just a little bit of history on Grow Nebraska. We started as the Central Plains Foundation. Um, they took advantage of a vacant school building in Holbrook, Nebraska. Um, our current CEO, Janelle Erke, was hired in 1995, and she is still our CEO, running our foundation. And um, the Central Plains Foundation, that's not what we're called anymore. That Grow Nebraska's name changed to Grow Nebraska now. It was made official in 1998, and it was under kind of the umbrella of the Central Plains Foundation. And so, and this just kind of helped focus like more on the statewide marketing program for Nebraska products and services. And so, um, the products and services that we started with were arts and like business like service businesses and um like seasonings and all that, and it started with 60 members. And we do still have a variety of those 60 members with us. They're very active and grow and very helpful um, and just helping mentor even the new businesses that are coming in. And then, as well as we have additional services and programs that we've added over the years. And so we didn't always have a brick and mortar store here in Kearney. Um, they that was an additional thing added, as well as our Buy Nebraska website. We added Etsy. We've added Amazon. Last year we added Walmart. And we're always working on getting onto these online platforms because it's just another way that we can continue to help the small businesses market, nationwide and beyond, their services and products. Um, and then in 2018, the Grow Nebraska Foundation was established, and um, then we got a statewide board established with that. And so we do have a really great board that helps us meet our mission on helping Nebraska businesses with that training and education. And then today we do employ 15 staff members and 4 consultants. Um, and so the Grow Nebraska Foundation, we're primarily ran through our memberships. And so as a service member, that is 200 annually. And a little bit about that membership is you get a lot of the training and marketing education, but you also, as a service member, get like assistance of like one-on-one mentoring with social media, Google. We have a member landing page that our members get. That is another great SEO tool that that they can utilize to refer people to their social media, their websites, and it's just another great web lead. Now, we do have a product membership that's 350 annually, and you get all the same benefits as the service member, but the additional benefit is the retail access. So here pictured is Mandy with Color Creek Creations right here in Kearney, and she makes concrete pots and like models. And then also she came out with these pocket hugs and these these teddy bears that are like breathe bears. And so I just thought I'd show kind of a picture of our member in our retail store. And currently we are serving 460 plus Nebraska businesses. And as I mentioned previously, we are headquartered here in Kearney. And so this is a picture of our storefront. Um, and so if you're ever in the area, we'd love to have you guys stop by and see all the great Nebraska products we carry. And then we're in a webinar right now, and this is one of our special webinars, but each month we do offer 3 different types of webinars. So the third and fourth Thursday of each month from noon to 1, we do offer a marketing training or a business building webinar. And then on the first Wednesday of each month from noon to 1, Maria, our Google trainer, comes in with a Google topic and shows us what we can be doing with a certain Google tool. And so these are really great opportunities to hop on and learn from other professionals. And if you can't ever make the webinars, we do record these and send these out to you as long as you sign up. And then I do like to touch on, we do have our Market Tech Conference coming up March 25th and 26th in 2025. And this is a premier Midwest marketing conference. And so we do have networking, we have breakout sessions, keynote sessions. And then we're also kind of moved the conference to more of a day and a half. That way, the day before you can even get more knowledge to take home. Um, and so I just wanted to showcase some of the photos from last year. So this is Troy. He's delivering the keynote address the morning the conference started last year. And then this is some of our networking time at the Market Tech Conference. And so we have about maybe 50 plus booths that set up last year, and you can market your services. You can also sell your items at the booth. It's a great way to gain connections with other businesses, resource providers, things of that nature. And then this is a breakout session pictured, but we do offer a variety of breakout sessions with marketing tracks. And so the best place to see kind of the session breakdowns is if you visit markettechconference.com. Currently, that is our most up-to-date agenda, and we, instead of offering just 4 this year, 4 tracks in one breakout session. We're going to offer 5 tracks. And then this is our All Big Businesses Start Out Small panel. We have Mike with GIX Logistics, Chardale with Stable Gray, Brent with Midwest Laboratories, and then Abby with eCreamery. This is a panel we do during lunch to kind of show like these are businesses that are in Nebraska that started small, and then this is where they're at now. And then this is just our save the date. And so our keynote for 2025 is Chelsea. She's a social media marketer. She's going to talk about video marketing, Instagram. And so we're very excited to have her come out and share her knowledge. And then quickly as I finish up, Grow Nebraska is currently running a grant with the Nebraska Department of Economic Development, the NSBAA, that was passed in 2023. We have a startup business grant, existing business grant, and then the professional services grant. Each grant does have different qualifications. You do have to have a business plan with strong financials. If you go to grownebraska.org under the NSBAA menu item, you'll kind of see the qualifications needed. Currently, and I'm sure there are more grants awarded than the number I have updated down here, but currently, from when I did this slide, we had 273 grants awarded. And the applications are closed, but if you are a business and you do meet the qualifications and have yet to apply, highly encourage you to make sure your business plan is filled out and you have the financial portion. And that way, when it reopens again, that you can just go in and apply. There is a plan to have the application reopening, hopefully by the first of the year. There's no guarantee on that though. And then lastly, we just ask you to join us in being a part of our movement. And so a variety of different ways is you can join us as members. And I'd love to sit down and chat with anyone that would be interested. If you're ever interested in giving and donating or becoming a sponsor, we'd love to chat as well. And then if you just know of any businesses that would maybe benefit from meeting with us, we just ask for word of mouth or any referrals. And so that is my last slide there, Valerie. And so I'm going to just pass it on over to you. I'll stop my share here.
Okay, that works. Let me make sure I'm off mute. So thank you. First, I'll just give a quick introduction of myself and then explain what we're here to talk about. So my name is Valerie Collette, and I have had the honor to work at PayPal for quite a few years now. And as part of the work that I do at PayPal, I have the wonderful opportunity of being able to be involved in co-leading our Omaha Community Impact Team, along with my co-lead Valerie Loftus. And as part of our roles, we support a variety of efforts throughout the year. And today's event, where we're coming to you with this webinar, is part of our Global Entrepreneurship Week efforts that we recently participated in. And Grow Nebraska was a key partner in setting up all of our, helping to partner with all the activities and events that we held during that week. The week was titled, the theme was Champion a Small Business, Champion Your Community. And so we really involved to make sure that we were participating in efforts to actively give back to our communities and make a tangible difference. So we were really involved in a lot of efforts around that week. One of the efforts, I'll just share a couple things that we did. One of the efforts was a Shopping with Purpose event. So we had a handful of small businesses that came into our Omaha PayPal office, and our employees had the opportunity to participate in a few hours of shopping with these small businesses. So that was wonderful. And then we also held a kit packing event where we had Omaha employees volunteer their time to come into a joint space and put together approximately 60 kits. And these kits are going to be provided to Grow Nebraska, and they'll be distributing these kits to various small businesses. So again, huge thank you to Grow Nebraska for all of the partnership in doing that. So as I mentioned, this webinar is part of our Entrepreneurship Week efforts that we have put in place. We have been issuing communications to our over 1,000 Omaha employees, highlighting some of the businesses that participated in our shopping event. And then we wanted to bring you some information around how we can provide resources to entrepreneurs to be able to help launch and scale their businesses. And so that's where today's content comes in. So with that being said, I'm excited to bring you Frank Cresta. He's a manager within our small business team, and he's going to be sharing some information about our products and how his team goes about focusing on assisting small businesses with tools that can help support the process for obtaining payments. So I'll turn it over to you, Frank.
Yep, perfect. And I'm just going to share this out here real quick. Everyone should be able to share or see the presentation that we have here. So absolutely great to have everyone here. And like Tanya said, there we'll be able to take some questions there. Hopefully we can have an answer for every one of you guys. If not, we'll be able to take them off camera there and get back to you. But either way, great to be here, obviously. And just a little introduction about myself here. I am a small business section manager here. And the significance of that is that I was a merchant solution specialist before that. I now lead a team of them. And essentially just folks like you guys, entrepreneurs, small businesses, we work with every day. And realistically, our objective is to make sure that we're on the phone and we're providing the best solutions possible for entrepreneurs, small businesses to be able to take payments for their business, right? And provide the best solutions for their customers as well. So that's kind of what I want to go over, today a little bit in terms of what we offer here at PayPal for small businesses. But that's really our objective. So I'll make sure as I go through some of the slides here, I'll make sure I pause. There's going to be a little bit to digest, and it's going to be a lot of new stuff for everybody. So I do want to make sure that people, get some time, whether they're taking some notes or just really just kind of digesting what happened and what we just talked about. So we'll get into that, and we'll definitely have some time for some questions as well.
Sounds great, Frank. And if we do have any takeaway questions, I'm happy to take notes for us to go ahead and follow up and come back to the group on those.
For sure. So we'll kick it off here with PayPal for small business, kind of more of like the what is, right? So PayPal for small business actually aims to allow merchants to take payments any way possible. Really, that's our MO, right? Whether it's a brand new startup, an online business that's growing, getting off the ground, or really just a local family-owned, mom and pop store, brick and mortar, doesn't matter. We want to make sure that we have solutions for everyone here, right? So as you can see there, how accessible PayPal is. PayPal is available on all major e-commerce platforms, right? And now what's the significance of that? So with that being said, in just a few small clicks, you can connect your PayPal business account to your online store. You'll also be able to connect to other tools like accounting, inventory, marketing automation, tracking, all that great stuff, right? It's going to be right there at your fingertips and really ready for you to be able to have the best results and be able to take payments really any way you want, right? And with that being said, your daily operations, right? You can streamline those both before and after the sales by tracking those sales. You can see shopper trends, risks, shipping, all that good stuff. It's all going to be available there for PayPal Business. So and of everything I just said, realistically, all you need to know about PayPal for small business and having that PayPal business account is that it's going to be able to offer you more than just accepting a payment, right? There's going to be so many different things you can look at and be able to kind of analyze within your business, right? And I'll just pause there real quick. Great.
Yeah, so Frank, it looks like we have a question asking where a person can find all the benefits that PayPal has to offer. So I'm assuming maybe like a website question of that sort.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could certainly go online. And one thing I definitely want to, you can it really all starts first and foremost with a PayPal business account, right? So you can go directly online and sign up directly yourself online. But also, if you really want more information, we have a team of merchant solution specialists that are ready to help you at any point, really, that you can call into. So you can even call into, again, in our channel, it's 877-794-7639. Again, that's 877-794-7639. You can speak to any of the specialists. If you just even want to have a conversation and just know a little bit more, that's completely fine with that as well. But everything is available online. And if you just type in PayPal Business, it'll take you right to our main pages there that even has more visuals and more details as well. All right, so looking at the numbers here, right? So this is another thing that I know as myself, I love talking about when I'm speaking to, business owners like yourselves. One of the things I love talking about is just how helpful it is for our business owners, right? And not even just that, for the customers as well. And you can see it right here, right? So, you know, with our all-in-one checkout solutions, you can see that, PayPal can help increase average order value by an average of 30%, right? The brand awareness is huge as well, right? I'm sure everybody here knows of PayPal, has heard of PayPal. You guys, I'm sure, likely use it yourselves or know of someone that's using it as well, or has used it for, online checkout or sending money between, friends and whatnot. Venmo is another one we're going to talk about, which obviously is part of PayPal. So again, that brand awareness is huge, right? It's one of the most recognized pay later brands as well, which we'll talk about in more detail later on. And then as well as, increasing your likelihood of people kind of, going back and being able to check out and have that confidence comes with brand awareness, right? I know myself, even before PayPal, right? As a user, right? Buying things online. When I see PayPal on there and Venmo, I have a confidence there. Like, it's that trusted brand. It's the website I'm on. I like what I see. And that's why I'm more likely to check out when I see that. So just a lot of proof points here that we have. And it's something that we love talking about with business owners and making sure we're providing them the best solutions possible. Great. Cool. So this is a kind of a rundown of what we'll go through. And these are some of the most used tools that we see in our space for small businesses, just getting off the ground or trying to become even a little bit bigger. These are some of the main tools we're going to go through in more detail. So with that, it's invoicing, our online checkout, which we mentioned a little bit there with some of those proof points, our point of sale solution with PayPal Zettle, as well as buy now, pay later, which we mentioned previously, and some of the small business financing that we have in our loans team there. Great. So moving on to our first one here is PayPal invoicing, right? There's a lot going on here on this page, and obviously some great details here and pictures that you can see there. But essentially with PayPal invoicing, we do it a little bit different, right? So we send a professional digital invoice to customers who can pay directly from their email, right? And there's no website required. That's a big thing there, right? And you can accept PayPal, you can accept Venmo, pay later options, as well as credit and debit card payments. Remember, this is super important. One of the great things about being flexible with PayPal is that you don't have to have a PayPal account to receive a payment, right? The person paying you does not have to have their own PayPal account themselves. It's just, there's so many people that like using PayPal, trust the brand name, as well as, it's really easy. It's just one click and they can pay you. So it's a no-brainer to offer it, right? And as you can see there, on the upper right hand side with Flora Landscaping, you can see how detailed you can actually make your digital invoices. So that's what your customer will see. They open it up, they can see a nice professional invoice that you've created yourself. We have our own templates that you can utilize, but you can make your own and custom templates and save them as well. You can even really essentially just add your own notes, shipping addresses, attach your own files, as well as itemization, recurring invoices. And you can, like I said, you can save those for next time, so you don't have to worry about rebuilding it every time. And with that being said, there's so many different uses. It's so versatile. All you do is basically just send it over, they open it up, and they can pay you right from there, completely digital. So as myself being able, my teammates helping people out, we see a lot of different kind of users, right? So like freelance services, landscaping estimates, wholesale orders, membership dues, lessons, even, as well as even custom orders. I think some of my favorite stories are folks that maybe are making a special order that they don't want to, it's like a one-time order, they don't want to, place it on their website, or they don't really have the time or need to. So essentially they just go through invoicing with the customer. If they make something by hand or something really special, a one-time offer, they are able to send it out just by using an invoicing. Is that easy? So that's really how easy it is and how versatile it really can be. And like I said, so many different options you can accept: the PayPal, Venmo, pay later, credit, debit. All those good options are really readily available. I'll just pause there for a sec. Cool.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. That's a great overview. We also have a question around what PayPal Zettle is, but that may be something that you'll be focusing on as you continue in the presentation.
I'm sorry, it's PayPal's what?
Zettle, just calling it out.
Oh, Zettle, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely get to that. I'll go over that in more detail, and it's super exciting. So I definitely understand the question. So this is what we mentioned, previously was with PayPal online checkout. So this is really one of our premier solutions for accepting online payments. Now, this does require a shopping cart. You have to have a website, you have to have a shopping cart, but that's exactly what it's for, right? It's for the people that are looking to buy and purchase things online and go right to your store and pay from there, right? And we want to be able to provide the checkout experience for them. As you can see on the right hand side is really an image, just a mobile image of someone just checking out on your website and kind of what it would look like and how really easy and simple it is, right? And with that being said, you could see those payment methods there as well, right? You could see, the credit cards, the debit cards, Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, like so many options that are available. And you know how the landscape is right now in the world. There's just a lot of different ways to pay, and people want to really be able to pay with the way they want to. And when they see those options there, again, like we can talk to or the previous stats we had where when they go to a business and they see that their option and their way of being comfortable and paying is there, they're more likely not only to purchase but to come back too. So it's also great to see that. And with that being said too, security is a huge thing with checking out with PayPal, right? We're pioneers in this type of industry here, and it's something we take very serious, right? So PayPal's been a stalwart in payment security. Our AI-powered security tools monitor transactions to help keep your business secure, but also the customer's data protected, right? It's something we take very seriously, and we want to make sure that we're on top of it at any point in the day. With that being said, too, as you can see in the bottom are some of those, we talked about those major e-commerce platforms. You can see BigCommerce, GoDaddy, Shopify, WooCommerce, OpenCart, Wix. We're not limited to just those, but those are some of the most popular ones that we typically see in the small business space. And again, just being able to have all those different options for people to check out and just make it extremely versatile. And again, minimum clicks, right? Make it super easy on everybody is really the name of the game there. And I'll just pause there. Cool. Keep it moving. Awesome. So I know we mentioned this too a little bit earlier. Buy now, pay later. Obviously a really exciting tool that we offer as well. And there's a lot going on the screen here. So again, I'll slow it down a little bit here and kind of describe what you guys are seeing here. But most importantly, kind of what this tool is and what it's all about, right? So with buy now, pay later, it's a premier financing tool that allows you to actually increase your order value and boost your sales by offering installment payments as well as monthly billing, right? And you can even see that on the upper right-hand side. You're going to see where it says, paying for that Sonic headset, the oak dresser set, having the pay monthly options there. That's really what we're being able to offer there for you guys having an online checkout option, right? Is just the ability, some people have, I've seen it in my experience, my teammates see it, a high ticket item there that would probably be, a lot of people might not be able to pay for directly right there, but want to be able to have those installment payments or monthly billing, as you can see in the upper right-hand side, to offer to them, really. And with installment payments, right, you have the ability to offer up to 4 interest-free payments for your consumer to pay over time, right? That's what you're seeing there on the upper right-hand side is really great, right? I know one of the big questions folks have is kind of like, how are we receiving the payments, right? Now, one of the best things that we have to offer there with that is like you get paid up front, right? So we handle the billing and the payment collection so that you get paid completely up front at the point of transaction, right? There's really no additional risk to your business. We make sure that we take care of that, and that when someone ever chooses to use this option to pay you. So again, rest assured with that we're going to be taking care of that on our end, right? So with that being said, with some of those, you can see up top there some of the stats there. I mean, again, just you can see it first there, 67% of the millennial Gen Z buy now, pay later users were more likely to shop when this option is actually being offered. We're seeing those increases in checkout conversion as well as the preferred payment methods. So really, again, just to kind of recap, again, another option that's becoming increasingly more popular in this environment, the payment industry, and just consumer industry in general. People want to have these options and just have the ability to have that freedom. So, being able to, and this is such a great option for business owners because it really gives you more and more folks to kind of reach out to more to really say, hey, yeah, we can do that. We can accept that. and go from there. And it's just only, like I said previously, it's going to drive your sales, your order value. And again, those repeat customers, like it just is a statement that yes, we not only do we offer PayPal, we offer, all these different options for pay, but also, a buy now, pay later option. So that's obviously why we think it's so strong, and the consumers love it. A lot going on that page, so I'll stop here for a second. Cool. All right. So again, like the question earlier about PayPal Zettle, right? And I'm sure a lot of folks are interested in this. Like I mentioned previously, super great for, those, trade shows, or, some folks going on, like having yard sales, or, any in-person event. I know we've seen it with, nonprofits. I mean, again, it's just a great tool overall. And again, it's not just a card reader. I want to make that very clear. Like it really is a full point of sale solution, and it's more than just in person too, right? You're going to also have the ability to be connected to your online space too. If you have an online store, like there are options for you to be connected to that online as well. So again, like I said, it's not just a card reader. I know some of the pictures that you're seeing there might be a little confusing. There's just so many different options going on. I'll go through those and I'll explain those, walk through them a little bit, and kind of what they mean in greater detail. But first and foremost, with PayPal Zettle, you're going to be able to accept so many different, like that's, again, you can see the common trend we've talked about, how many different options you're able to accept with PayPal in general. And that's no different with Zettle, right? It's not just, credit and debit card payments you can accept, but PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, as well as Samsung Pay, right? And then a great thing about it is just how easy it is to track your sales. And I'll go into this a little bit more detail. You track your sales, you can track your inventory in an all-in-one solution here with PayPal Zettle, which is obviously we want to make it easy and convenient as possible. And especially when you're out there moving, you can take it on the go with you. It doesn't have to be just stationary. It's super portable. You can walk around with it, but you also want to be able to keep track of everything while you're on the go. And that's what we can do here. So with that being said, a PayPal account is required for this. I want to make sure this is not separate, because it's called PayPal Zettle. It's not separate from a PayPal business account, right? You still just need to have a PayPal business account. And then all you'll really have to do is just download the PayPal Zettle app. And once you log in with your PayPal business credentials, it'll just connect directly and you'll be ready to go, right? And that's what you see a little bit at the top right. You're seeing a tap, like you're seeing basically a contact-free payment. On the top right, you're just seeing the app that you use on your smart device. That's all it really is. And with just the app itself, you can accept those like QR code payments. You can accept the tap, the tap payments as you're seeing right there, contact-free. It's great. But again, if you want a little more than that, which most people do, you can see that card reader, the white card reader on the left-hand side, right? With that card reader, that also will pair with your personal device via Bluetooth. So you'll have the app on your smart device, and then you'll pair it with the card reader via Bluetooth, as you can see the Bluetooth logo. But that being said, with that card reader, you can do more than just contact-free payments. You can accept, the chip and tap payments, as well as the Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung payments. And then again, you can see you could track more. And you have that portable stand there and charger with you as well. So it's really more of that kind of one-stop solution that most people are used to when they hear card reader. And then on the bottom left, we have the Zettle terminal, it's called. Now, this is really the full-scale solution that we provide. You don't need to use any of your own personal devices here. We provide a smart device for you with the app already pre-installed on it. And in that solution, really, it has everything there with it. I mean, again, everything on the app is on the Zettle terminal as well, but you get the portable, you get the charging stand, you get all that good stuff. You get the actual smart device that we provide for you, so you don't have to use your own. You don't have to use your own device. And the great thing about PayPal as well, this goes for just the Zettle app itself in general, is that, like I said, it's not just a card reader or an app on your phone. It really can also track not just your in-person, your sales and your stock and, your inventory, but it can also, you can connect it online as well with, options like specifically Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce. You can actually connect that directly online to one of those integrated platforms that your website's on, where you take payments online. And you can actually, through Zettle, keep in mind and keep track of not only just your inventory that you have for the in-person sales, but you can actually see what you have online as well that's being tracked as well. So again, it really is that all-in-one solution for your business. And then as you can see on the bottom right, accessories, right? It's not just the small devices, like you can certainly run with that, but we offer receipt printers, barcode scanners, as well as, registers and even more than that. So we really wanted to make this so that you could be if you were online or if you were in person, you really had everything at your fingertips to be successful and really not run into the issue where you couldn't track your orders or you couldn't accept payments from people. I'm sure we might have some questions on this, but so if I answered them, great. I'll pause again. Cool. Great. And then last but not least here, this has never really been my direct department, but again, this is something that's also great about having a PayPal business account is that there's more than just accepting payments. There's also like small business financing as well, right? So you could see it right here. So with our PayPal business loan, a fixed term small business loan based on your overall business health, loans range from $5,000 to $100,000 for first time borrowers and up to $150,000 for repeat borrowers. So that's basically what we're looking at for this PayPal small business loan there. I'll give you a second to kind of just take a look at that. And I did kind of fly through that a little bit. But that's what we're looking at for that first and foremost.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. So while everyone is taking a look at that information, we did have a question going back to Zettle about the cost of the terminals.
Yeah, of course.
And we also have a question on the interest rate on the loans.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the interest rate on the loans, I can take that offline a little bit there and see if we can speak to some of our specialists there and how that is kind of dictated. But that being said, with Zettle, it differs obviously with the option you want to use. Obviously, the PayPal Zettle app is free. You can totally just download that and have it on your smart device. And so for your first card reader, so we actually do have a special going on right now. So for our first card reader, that's what you see at the top left-hand side, the white one here. That will actually be for your first one. It's actually going to be $29. If you have your business PayPal account, you order your first card reader, it'll be discounted for $29. That'll be the cost, $29 overall. After that, any more card readers that you order will be $79 directly just for that card reader. And then at the bottom there, that's what's called the Zettle terminal, the black charger with the actual separate smart device, already with it. That's going to be $199 to start with our Zettle terminal. So that basically comes with the smart device itself, the portable charging, all that good stuff. That'll be $199. There's no monthly fees or contracts or anything like that. It's just basically that purchase there and you go from there. So essentially that's where you go from it. Anything else?
We also have a question asking about the difference from Square.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So again, that would be, so with us, I mean, you can, if you're using Square too, so where we're at right now, we're at 2.29 for like, if you're going by like transaction, it would be 2.29% plus 10 cents per transaction with PayPal Zettle at the moment here that we're using it with. I believe Square was like 2.6, I believe. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. But we're at 2.29% plus 10 cents per transaction. Cool. And then again, like just to kind of cap off here, the PayPal working capital, this is another option here we have available here. So this is primarily based on your PayPal business account history. So you can apply for $1,000 to $200,000 and up to even $300,000 for repeat borrowers with no credit check. So these are some just details here. We have our own department for that you can also, like I know there was a question earlier, how can we reach out? If you go to obviously the PayPal business loans and online, you can definitely speak to one of the specialists there as well that can walk you through that and kind of see what the details are. But that information is quite public as well, that you can totally look online. Cool. And that's really, again, that's just PayPal small business and a kind of a good summary of what we can offer here and some of those options that we see most of the folks that are entrepreneurs that are just getting started or just small businesses in general utilize. So I guess, you know, with that, we can totally open it up, Valerie, or whatever you guys we want to do next.
Yeah, I think that would be great. We have about 4 minutes left, so we can maybe take 1 or 2 last minute questions. I do think it would be beneficial for you to share that phone number again in case
Yeah,
anyone
of
would like to
course.
call for additional information. And Tanya, maybe if on your side, you'd be able to take that down and have that available for everyone. I think that might be helpful.
Yeah, can we throw that in the chat? That'd be good too. Yeah, that would be it's gonna be 877. It's right online too, but 877-794-7639. And if you go to the PayPal business, if you just type in PayPal business, it'll take us to our main page and it'll ask you if you want to sign up, or if you go to PayPal business, sign up, you search that in, it'll take you there. The number will be there and you can speak to any of our specialists whenever you'd like. Oh, I can stop sharing too. Taking up the whole screen.
Well, I can kind of start wrapping up on my end. And if questions do come in, I can just pause so you guys can answer them. Um, so let me reshare here. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone for hopping on today's special webinar session. I did throw those links I previously mentioned prior in the chat, as well as a Google review link. If you'd like to leave us a Google review to just let us know what you thought of today's training, we'd love to hear from you. And then as always, thank you for joining. If you have any questions, topic suggestions, if you guys have questions for Frank and Valerie after the webinar, always feel free to reach out to me at this number here or Tanya@grownebraska.org. And then Sharon, just to answer your question, we will send out today's recording and I will make sure you get it. I know we were having issues getting you the link today, so I'll just make sure we get you the recording sent over to you. And if I'm not seeing any more questions, everyone is free to go. I hope everyone has a happy Thursday.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much, Tanya.
Thank you,
Thanks to
Frank.
everyone.
Thank you.
All right.